When I talk of the structures or the house, to cut it short, we need to know the dimensions. When I talk of the dimensions, I mean the area of the house, the length. This is the length, this is the width. We are starting with a house of 100 chicks. How many meters do we need for 100 chicks? Here, there must be 3 meters. Or let it be 4 meters. Then the length have to be 5 meters. You can convert from meters to feet, or you can convert from feet to meters. This sort of structure, it accommodates 100 chicks from day 1 to maturity. You see, people fail not because they don't want to do what they want to go into, but it is because they lack knowledge and the information. And the broad objective of living agriculture is to empower the community to stand on your own feet and avoid being beggars. And people are always complaining about poverty. And when I ask myself, what is poverty? And people talk of being poor. If you talk of being poor, who is somebody who is poor? What I would desire to listen to is being out of pocket, meaning you don't have money at hand. So we are going to look at the structures of chicken. I promised you that we are going to start where we started before, because we don't want somebody to be left behind simply because you missed some of the videos. With me, luigare, because we need to equip the community with the full knowledge and the package, such that what we are doing is essential and can transform the people's lives. Now, before we proceed to that, I told you the principal person in our offices is called the Hannah. Is the focal person. Don't call me, I'm not going to pick. Gemazima matuf. If you call me when I'm driving, I don't. If you call me when I'm in my research, I don't. If you call me when I'm training, I don't. So Hannah's number is 0775 10 77 37. It is on WhatsApp. In case of anything, any inquiry, don't call me. I'm not going to pick. I have to be honest. And I always tell you that in our offices we have sectors. I'm luigare. I may call myself the CEO. Then Hannah is the personal secretary who handles every office issues regarding documentation, deliveries, and everything in the office. Then Hajat is the financial controller in Living Agriculture, Universal Farm Care Solutions. Then Ibula is the focal person in the field work. Wherever you want to go, if it requires the services, it is Ibula. The chicken house must be well ventilated. How should it be constructed? This is the format of the chicken house. Now from the ground level here, up to here, it has to be 4 to 5 feet. But the best measurement, it is 4 feet from the ground level here. 4 feet. Now the rest here have to be covered with the wire mesh. Why? Simply because the chicken house must have good ventilation. The chicken house must have good aeration. If you don't give it enough light and enough aeration, your chicks are going to suffer from various diseases. I told you, living agriculture, we are to empower and strengthen the idea and the program of fighting poverty. There is no way you can get this information because most of the people there are scammers. I'm not complaining, but you need to be aware about that. Now this house here as it is, inside the house, don't put the sawdust. Somebody may ask me what is the sawdust. Call it wood dust or wood shavers. Some people, they put there rice husks. It is totally wrong. The sawdust are cheaper. The way you need cheaper things, the more expensive you will go into in treating your chicks from day one till you get tired of them. We use coffee husks. Coffee husks. Because these coffee husks can last for 8 months without changing them. So please, if it comes to the materials for constructing the chicken house, we have variety of materials. You can use offcuts, timber offcuts. You can use timbers themselves. You can use bricks. You can use mud, no sambetaka. Even you can use iron sheets. All those are the materials required. But make sure you use which is convenient and affordable to you. Tewewanika. No. Use the materials which you can afford, enabling you not to go for a loan. Now, for roofing, use what you can afford. In Eastern, they use grass, spear grass. You can use taplings. You can use iron sheets. You can use clay, depending on how you are. But I'm on that one who is just starting with less capital. Use the material which is available and affordable to you. Now, once you are done with the construction of the chicken house, what next is to identify or choose what breed are you going into. This is very crucial and vital, rather important. The breeds matters. We have 7 chicken breeds. 1, local. The second, what you call the layers. The third, broilers. The fourth, croilers. The fifth, rainbow. The sixth is the Sasso. Finally, we have Sussex. I have numbered them and listed them the way how they came into existence. Excuse me. Local, these are the traditional or indigenous chicken. The lifespan is 5 years to 15 years in production. Somebody is wondering, is it possible? The answer is yes. It is possible. The second, layers. The lifespan of the layers is just 18 months. Don't exceed this. Then the broilers, lifespan is 5 months. The croilers, 3 years to 7. Rainbow, 5 years. Sasso, 5 years. Sussex, 5 years. Now, if you want to go into poultry industry, please, you need to choose what breed you are going into. That's one. Two, you must have an objective, vision and mission why you are going into chicken, such that you make the good decision for choosing the breed. All of these 7 breeds, we hatch them every Tuesday and Friday. All of these breeds. But as living agriculture, I'm promoting only 2. The local chicks and the croilers. Why? The answer is, once you go into local, you will not come back to me to buy another batch. Yet, if you go into layers, at a period of 18 months, they become off layers, you will have to come back to me. I don't know whether you are getting me there. If it comes to broilers, after 4 weeks to 4 months, you will need to come back to buy another batch, which doesn't happen to croilers, which does not happen to locals. We are very many producers of local chicken. I'm very sure, proud of myself, overconfident, arrogant. Above all, I know whom I am. We are the pioneers, the founders, the promoters of local chicken in Uganda. You may like it or not. All of those claiming to be hatching local chicken were inspired by us in 1996 when we were in Buikwe. By then I was a medical officer. Then in 1998, I became an agent of a certain company in Uganda. After starting selling their products, their feeds, it was, honestly, it is a chicken company, producing company. So when I became their agent, I was given the broilers as boosting my business. Then after selling off the broilers at 2 months, I was given the commercial layers, 200. By then, I had my 20 locals. I mixed them. I discovered that the locals, if you give them proper feeding and management, are far better than these layers. Because the locals started laying at 4.5 months. And the layers started laying at 5.5 months. There you can see the difference. Because our broad objective is to share the information you need to know and to get, such that you don't get lost, by the way. I repeat, in Uganda, or worldwide. We are the pioneers, the founders, the starters of local chicken rearing promotion. Bweba yagamba nti yabitandika muwe million 10 and tells us how did he start or she started the local training. You see? Because we need to be honest and impersonating the anze singo okumanya bya local chicken gundi kick us off. Local chicken here, it is the only enterprise, the best enterprise you go into and you don't regret. Should I repeat it? Local chicken, local, is the only viable project which you go into and you don't regret. Why? Assuming you start with only 5 hens. 5 hens requires 1 cock. These 5 hens, if are properly fed, properly vaccinated, properly treated, the structure is okay, the aeration is okay, the ventilation is okay, in just a period of 1 year, you should be having over 7,000 chicks. It is not theoretical, but it is practical. You start with only 5, and in a period of just 1 year, you must be having over 70,000 chicks. This is the whole content behind that living agriculture came out to solve the world's needs regarding poultry. Anyone who wishes to see that he or she requires a farm visit, we charge 500,000. Bw'oba tolina mitwalo 5 totagala totukubira simu, don't call us. These charges are just for in Uganda. And if it comes outside Uganda, we charge $200. And if we are to be 2, honestly, $400. If you cannot afford that, please don't call on this number here. Within the country, 500. And they have to be paid at the office, either by mobile money or you taking the money, and then we make an appointment. I will continue thanking you, because the broad objective of my standing here is to see that how do we help the entire community stand on their own feet. Because we are tired of people complaining. Enkoko zifa, pigs are dying, cats are dying, but yet living agriculture is here to share everything you need to learn. And the broad objective of living agriculture is to empower you. Be where there is no veterinary officer. Should I repeat it? I'm saying the broad objective of living agriculture is to empower you to be where there is no veterinary officer. If you are empowered, you are trained and equipped with the knowledge and the skill, honestly, you will not fail.